on, guys? Larry Hagner here with the Dad Edge podcast. Hey, I just want to share a couple thoughts this morning because there has never been a time that I can remember where there has been more stress and more uncertainty than there is right now, especially even my dog. Like even the dog, he kind of looks depressed back there. Look at that. He's very sad, right? He's probably feeling what we're all feeling, which is like, wow, when is this whole COVID thing going to end? When is this quarantine going to end? Right now, people are literally dying for connection. And maybe you're listening to this and you're dying for connection within perhaps your workplace or your family or your kids or your wife, or if you're a woman and you're listening to this, maybe your husband. And one lesson that I really want to share is the quality of our life depends on the quality of the questions we ask ourselves and those around us. So being the host of the Dad Edge podcast for the past 5 years, what I can definitely tell you is that I get to talk to people who are way smarter than me, and I've got to learn some lessons that are literally just game-changing. And a lot of them are just really, really simple. So one strategy that I want to share, and this is not mine, this is actually a strategy that Todd Herman taught me as he came on the podcast. Am I talking too loud for you? Yeah, look at that. He's like, dude, get off the microphone and show me some attention. But anyway, I interviewed Todd Herman, who is the best-selling author of The Alter Ego Effect. And Todd came on and shared some insights on powerful questions that we can ask our kids, that we can ask our spouses, that we can ask just people in general, but mostly our kids. A lot of us are dying for just connection with our kids, especially right now in times of high stress. Most of the time, we're asking really poor questions like, how was your day? Good, fine. Those are usually the two answers we hear. I mean, when was the last time you asked one of your kids, how's your day? And they just went into detail about everything that happened. Doesn't happen. Good, fine. Fine, good. That's about it, right? So 3 questions that you can ask your kids. You can do this at the end of the day, in particular, as you're putting them to bed. What was the most exciting part of your day? And why was it so exciting? The cool thing about that question is they're reflecting upon a high point moment that happened to them during that day. And that is really powerful to get your kids to reflect upon things that have happened that are really, really good and things that they truly want to acknowledge and appreciate. And that brings people's stress down. It creates more connection. And when you ask them why or tell me more, they're going to tell you why it was so impactful. Another question is, tell me something that you failed at today and what you learned. And what this really teaches from a really early age is the power of failure and growth mindset, that failure is not the end game, and that even when we fail, there are valuable lessons there. And what it really does is it helps our kids not be so afraid of failure and to literally take the lessons from failure, because there's a lot of amazing lessons in failure. Failure is not the end. In fact, we should try to learn how to fail faster so we can learn those lessons. Anybody who's been incredibly successful has made a plethora of mistakes. So getting them in that mode of like, hey, what did you learn from today? And being able to openly share what those failures are, man, it's just game changing. The third and final question is, what are you most excited about tomorrow? And what that really does is it helps them to forward think and think about the things that they're most excited about the next day. And they can share with you what that peak moment is going to look like and what's on their mind, what's on their heart. Really powerful way to just get your kids to get to know your kids on a more profound level. And I started doing this a lot when Todd came on the show about 6-7 months ago. And it has totally changed conversations. And the cool thing about those 3 questions is nobody can answer good and fine. So anyway, I want to share that, especially now. Stress is high and people really need good questions to connect, right? So take that for what it's worth. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing week. Go out and live legendary. Take care.